What's up, guys? It's another video with your guy James Carino in my channel Coding with James. I hope you guys are having a good week. By the time this uploads, it's Wednesday, it's midweek. So um, to my fellow California Lutheran guys, keep keep grinding, guys. Finals is almost over. So yeah, man, good luck. Good luck to all the students out there. Good luck to hope you guys have a great summer as well. And yeah, so last video I did an Amazon interview question. It was a first non-repeating character given a string. So what I basically did there was I pretty much made the string into a, from what I remember, I made it to a character array, and then I did stuff with that. So you guys definitely have to check that out. I also used LucidChart with that. I also used charts, that way you guys would be able to see what is going on through my thinking process, and yeah, what was going on through my thinking process doing it. So yeah, that was pretty much what I did there. I have two solutions to that, so you guys better check that out. So before we start with this next coding challenge, message from the sponsors. Make sure you guys check out Genesis Originals. They work with UFC fighters and professional jiu-jitsu athletes. They have their new collection called Conquering the Beasts, and it's pretty dope. They have men's and women's and jiu-jitsu uniforms. They're featured on Fox News, NBC News, and Market Watch. So you guys definitely check that out. I'm going to be rocking this during the summertime. They're gonna have a collection coming out, I think, um, first week of June, most likely first week of June. So you guys definitely check that out. They have dope designs. It's one of a kind. So you guys check that out. So today we're gonna do something different, right? I haven't really like um, dipped myself into the waters of the linked list, just because of the fact that my preference is always arrays, but you know, we will always be dealing with somewhat form of a linked list, and this is not my strength, but this is definitely a really good problem for beginners. This is a Google and Facebook interview question, actually, and I recently had to do this specific question for an interview. So you guys take it and take it how it is, and yeah, pretty much like wish me luck on, hopefully I get to the second or third round of the interview process. And they're a pretty good company. It's a big company, so yeah, cross fingers, guys. Thank you for joining me in this journey. So yeah, so given the head of a singly linked list, reverse the list and return the reverse list. So pretty much, it's the same thing as reversing an array, which reminds me, I'm going to be doing that on the next video. So in this video, we're going to be doing reverse linked list, right? So um, for those of you who don't know, right, a linked list contains nodes, right, where you have a value, and in that node, you're going to have a value and the address pointing to the next node. So in this circle right here, that's 1, right? But there's actually, like, I mean, like, if you visualize it, there's actually like a line right here or whatever that has the address pointing to the next one, and then to the next node, and then this one points here, points here, points here. What's not shown here is that this one right here is actually pointing to null. So after that, after the reversal, it's gonna be this is gonna move here, this is gonna move here. So and so it's gonna be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this case, 1 and 2, head 1. If the head is empty, return empty. So okay, so let's start with that case, the third example, right? And that's pretty easy. So what we could do is we could do head. If head is equal to null, if you didn't give me a list, guess what? We return null, right? There's no list, there's no linked list. Next, we're gonna do an else statement here, and I already ran this. I practiced it. That way you guys could just visualize how I went about it. So basically, I have this link list, right? So let's go with this link list. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's say no, rather than 5, let's just add 4 boxes unless you guys want to see it. But yeah, so let's just do the basics. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And as I said a while ago, 4 is pointing to null, right? 4 is pointing to null. So this is the node. In the start of a linked list, right, you have a pointer, right, here, indicating that this is the head. And if you return the head, it's going to return the list as it is, because this is pointing to this as pointing to this. That's going to return that list, right? So what I did was I pretty much made a new node named list node, right? Because that's pretty much the structure. It's list node, making a new node with the value inside it, right? So I say list node new head, and I equal it, right? Pretty much when I say equal, I mean like I point the address of that to null. So that's equal to null right now. So um, moving this, it goes right here, right? So list node new head is equal to null. Why? You're gonna see the big picture later on. And so while head is not equal to null, right? While head, meaning we're gonna continue iterating through it while the head is not equal to null. While this is not gonna be equal to this, we're gonna make a new node, and we're gonna name it list node next or whatever. It's pretty much gonna store head dot next, and at the end of it, that's gonna be at the end of each iteration, that's gonna be the new head. So we're gonna do a while loop, right? And we're gonna say, okay, while head is not equal to null, right? That's how you iterate through a linked list. We're gonna create a list node, a new node, saying next is equal to head dot next, meaning that this node is pointing to 2, right? To this value, right? Now what we're gonna say is head dot next. Head dot next. It's not this node is different from this node. All right, I just want to make that clear. This head is different from this next. Okay, so head dot next, right, is equal to new head, right? So pretty much head dot next, it's gonna be pointing to this, to null. It's gonna, yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's what we're saying here. So boom, we move this, right? Actually, let's move it here. Let's move this arrow here, right? Because this is gonna now be pointing to null. Let's get rid of this arrow. Boom. Right? Sorry. The arrows the other way around. Boom. Right? Because as of right now, new head is pointing to null. And we said that head is still 1. We didn't change head. We said head dot next. Whatever address it has, it's gonna be pointing to null. It's gonna be pointing to new head, which is pointing to null, right? For the first iteration. Now we're gonna say, okay, new head is equal to head. So we're gonna this pointer right here, this node is gonna be pointing to head, meaning it's gonna go here, right? That's pretty much what we said there. We said new head is equal to head. So whatever the value that head is pointing to, that's what new head's gonna point to now. So we pretty much have this. This is the visualization. And we have next right here, right? So if we return next right now, right, we're gonna have 2, 3, 4, pretty much. And if we return head, we're pretty much gonna have 1. Same thing as we return new head. And the last line we're gonna say is head now is equal to next. So whatever next is pointing to, that's where head is pointing to now. So we're gonna move this arrow here, and now head is pointing to 2. and new head's here. And then this goes away for that iteration. So as of right now, for the first iteration, head is now 2, right? And it's pointing to 3, it's pointing to 4. And new head is 1, which is pointing to null. You can also visualize this 4, right? As of right now, it's pointing to null too. Okay, so now the second iteration. Okay, now head, right, is equal to 2. And we're going to say, okay, next, we're going to create the node again. Next is equal to head.next. Boom. So now it's hitting 3. Right? Now what we're going to say, head.next, this again, head.next, whatever it's pointing to, right? It's now equal to previous. Right? So the next, this is a different node, this is a different node, okay? Because even I had a problem with it because, you know, like I set head.next equal to this, you know, sometimes it gets confusing, but this node is different from this node. Okay, so now we're going to say is head.next is equal to previous. Whatever this is pointing to for its next one, now it's pointing to this, right? So head.next is equal to previous, which is new head. Sorry, that's what I meant. Head.next is equal to new head. Boom. So that's how it's looking right now. And then what we're going to say is new head is equal to head. So we're going to move it here. Boom. Boom. And so on. And the last line says head is equal to next. So now we're going to point head into whatever next is pointing to. Boom. And that's the end of that iteration. And we're going to keep going until head is equal to null, meaning it's right here, pretty much, right? So we go through the whole thing. Boom. That's pointing there. There. Put an arrow here. There. Yep. And now, at the end of the whole iteration, we're going to return new head. Because head, right? Head's now equal to null, which means that we're not gonna return that, right? So we're done with the whole iteration of the nodes. The arrows are getting messed up. Okay, there's 2 arrows. Yeah, so yeah, at the end of the whole iteration, since head is now equal to null, right? We're not gonna iterate it anymore, and now we're gonna return new head. So that's pretty much what went through my mind doing this linked list problem. So let's code that in. How will that look, right? So we said we're gonna make a node that's gonna be equal to null in the beginning, right? So that's gonna be new head. You can name it anything you want, as I said. So new head is equal to null. So this is gonna point to the last, which is equal to null, right? Now I'm gonna say head dot. Now we're gonna do a while loop, right? While head is not equal to null, right? Meaning the head is not equal to null, right? We're gonna create a new node named next, and that's gonna point to head.next, as we said in the in LucidChart, in the diagram that we created, right? And then we're gonna set head.next, which is a different node, to new head, which is null. So head.next, so pretty much head is now pointing to null, right? Now, third line is new head is equal to head. So that's us. That was us previously moving this under where head was pointing to, right? New head is equal to head. Now we're going to where next is, because that's pretty much the next head, quote unquote, right? That's pretty much the next head. That way we can go from one, right? We're starting from one. Now one points to null, and two is being pointed to by next, right? So that's, we're pretty much using the next as a holder. That way we don't lose our data. And now we're gonna say, okay, head is equal to next. That way we still have that linked list. We still have the address to the rest of the list. Then after the whole iteration, we pretty much reverse the list, right? And now we're gonna return new head. As I said, because head is now pointing to null, right? Next is irrelevant. It's local, right? And yeah, so pretty much new head is going to be pointing to the first to the head of the list, right? So let's run that code. All right, submit. All right, so it's a success. So pretty much that's how I got about doing this. As you guys can see, I have a wrong answer, runtime errors. This is like those. This is pretty much the part that these other YouTubers don't show you guys. You know, they don't show you, oh, their faults and all these stuff. But I'm showing you guys. I'm open to it. I get the wrong answer. I have runtime errors. I sometimes use IntelliJ just so that, like, because I'm more, used to using an IDE when I code. So yeah, guys. As I said, I'm open to any constructive criticism. Email me. My links in the each description. I mean, email me. My email address is in the link description. Like the video if you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys what else you guys want to see. So the next video, I'm probably gonna be doing another array. It's either another array or an interview question I just did today. Well, yesterday, because it's 12:27 a.m. right now. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you like the video, please like the video and subscribe to the channel, guys. And thank you for joining my journey. I'm just pretty much I pretty much just wanna inspire these young programmers, young individuals, to pretty much just code. No one's ever gonna be like the perfect coder. You just pretty much need to practice. Just learning something is one thing, especially like when you're a computer scientist or a computer engineer. Just learning something, watching something, but it's another thing to actually code it. So I suggest you guys just keep practicing. You're just gonna get better from there. If you start from zero, man, right? If you start from zero, you're always gonna get somewhere. So yeah, so you can't be lower than zero, right? So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel, and yeah, email me what else you guys want to see. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Have a great week, guys.